EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Gun. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, D. Way to go, D.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Four down. Check. Gun.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. Z.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 319. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Take the edge. All right, here we go. 319.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey, hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check Mike 54.
On third down, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
That is right. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Go. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey. Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Nice hit, boy.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first
Here
down.
we go. Here we go.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Woo! I know you feel that. Check. Lucky. Hey, Sweat. Here we go. 180. 53. Check 53. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go, 46. Switch and 8. 26.
Prescott to throw it.
Right here.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Hey, Switch.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hey, Switch. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. 26.
Prescott from the gun. steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Tight end right. 41's the will. Here we go. Wide, hey.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They find some open field here. There goes Duke Johnson. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Over!
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Over.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, here we go. Wide eight. Right here, over there.
Now Prescott.
Here we go, D.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, 47, 47. Hey, you got 3, we got 3.
The give is to Elliott. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's finish now. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Now Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here we go, 47. I know you felt that one. Here we go, 46. Check, 53's Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Get him, you got him. Here we go, 46. Watch Mike. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go, 180. Stand up in. 180. 53's the Mike, 53. Here we go, get out.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure If something goes wrong,
Hurry up, here we
you
go.
may have put yourself in a
Green,
spot where you
39.
may not be
Green,
able to come back
39.
in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Here's Johnson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tight end's right. Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield on play action. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey! 4 down, 4 down. Detroit! Gun!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go, D, let's go! Hey, let's go! Gun!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Rolling to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
What do you think? Hustle. What do you think?
Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Tight left. Here we go, 47. We got three. Here we go. 180. Here we go, 47. What do you think?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Spinning away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the There goes Allen Hurns. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, 75 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now!
Again, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
4 down, 4. Ready! Flag 32! Flag 32! Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. Z!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Gun! Single. Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Stay at home. Stay at home.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Here we go. Wide 80. Mike. Here we go, 47. Shift. Here you go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing, Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46, 46. Check 99, check 96.
He'll get it up the middle.
Crash.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Wide Gun.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. A dump off to Elliott. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns, and even 40 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
All right, now, lucky 56.
8 yards on the
Lucky
completion,
56.
but now they face 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
I got you, boy.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Malik Collins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it
All right,
on
now,
4th.
lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I got just this side. We got 3. We got 3.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All right, now,
A big
lucky
pickup
56.
of 12
Lucky
yards on
56.
4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Watch him now, Barney.
Well, the field
Barney.
goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway.
Good, good.
Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are back within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at that. And now running right through it. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go, 47.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Here we go, 47.
Hey.
Here we go. Wide angle.
4 down, 4 down. Shift, shift.
Here we go, 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A big play here for the Cowboys. 46 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey. Here we go, wide eight. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide eight.
They'll run with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off-play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, baby.
Allen Hurns with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, get out, get out. 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott now from the 50. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. Here we go, 47. I'm coming after you.
Throwing here, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Right there, 54.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Bunch set. Check, bunch set.
Detroit. Detroit.
6, check number 6.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again, dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Wide motion. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Detroit. Detroit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st
Watch
and
it
10.
now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They get 10
Lucky
more there,
56.
and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Swing. Swing to the field. Right. To the right. There we go. Wide eight.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Here we go. 47.
3 down. 3 down. Hey, check.
Well, Prescott here to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.